Hi there, this is Alan Stanley, and on a controversial topic today, I'd like to discuss the reliability of automobiles that have been recently built or built many years ago. What's your opinion? I think there's a lot of mixed controversy about this topic because many new vehicles claim to be built tough or more reliable. However, you still have the popular V8 engine of Ford, and I'm not bashing Ford, they're a great company, but their V8 engine that had problems with spark plugs popping out here recently. And so they fixed that by making spark plugs that are really hard to remove. And when you're doing a tune-up, many times, those spark plugs get so stuck in there that you can't even unscrew them, they break, and you have to drill them out. So that's a little bit of controversy versus the newer ones. These newer style engines with the newer spark plugs are not much better than the older ones they had a few years earlier. You know, such a little problem that could be solved, but why do they allow it to slip by? Or for example, Toyotas. In the 90s or 80s, they've been considered as very reliable automobiles. However, recently here in the 2000s, they've had some problems with their electronic drive-by-wire accelerator pedals, having glitches by getting stuck open, and some people have had lawsuits for accidents they may or may have not been at fault in. So there's some controversy whether companies are making cars kind of disposable nowadays, where you just buy a car, you drive it for a little bit, and then you throw it away, just like you do with a cheap item of clothing, for example. But some companies claim to have been building cars nowadays that are supposed to outlast the way that the older ones were built. Such as recently I delivered a diesel Mercedes SUV, and the dealer that I picked it up from claimed that not only will the motor last up to 1 million miles, but the body's also built to last 1 million miles. And the interior, the upholstery, the seats, they're supposed to handle all those years of wear and tear. Maybe that's true. We'll have to find out in the future years of how this claim is, how accurate this claim is. I know for a fact that many people enjoy their 1980s Mercedes diesels, and the seats still hold them up as do the diesels last very long time. So some newer vehicles I think are being built better, more quality. Some are not, but I'm not sure exactly. There's a lot of controversy. Everyone always says a different thing about this topic. So let me know your opinions down below, what you think is true, whether or not newer vehicles are much more reliable versus the old, or the older ones are much more reliable versus the old. Or comment, which vehicles have you found to be extremely reliable and which ones are just junk? So let me know, go ahead, comment below, and I'll be excited to see what you say.